If you've been using Smartsheet before, you probably have come across the primary column. For some users, it can be really frustrating. Today, we can talk about what it is, what it's for, and how to use it best. My name is Will Van Buskirk, and I've been consulting in Smartsheet for years. So what is the primary column? The primary column is in every single sheet, and it's basically a label column. You will find this column in the beginning of the sheet, and it cannot be switched from text. It is only going to allow you to use it as some sort of label or unique identifier. It is consistently a text column in any sheet you use. Why did Smartsheet do this? Because they want to design a way for every single tool, like a report, charts, to be able to connect sheets with a universal identifier. The primary column is that. You'll find in Smartsheet that you can use drop-downs, date values, and so forth, and users can create all types of sheets they want. But the primary column will always be consistently a text value that you can have any report pull together. You'll also find that you can relabel the primary column in a report. So let's take a look at the primary column. In every sheet, you'll find it all the way over to the left. And there's a little eye showing that it is the primary column and that it also is great for indenting. So you'll notice when you try to change the properties of this column, it will be possible. You'll find on every single sheet, there's always going to be a primary column. And when you're using it on a report, is the only column that you're able to relabel. All of the other columns will have to consistently be named the same. And if you're pulling multiple sheets together, you'll have to make sure they have the same property, like they're both drop down, single select or multi, and so forth. One neat feature about the primary column is it's always able to be where you're indenting. So for instance, if I have this text right here, and I want to show indenting, I'm able to hit Control and indent like that. You'll see it right up here as well. Any of the other text columns will not shift like that. Only the primary column will show that. And I do want to mention that that's not available in a report, so you wouldn't be able to see this difference there. You can also use it as a label for if you're using Gantt charts. Gantt charts are able to take advantage of the primary column. When you're using charts, it's best to actually use the primary column as labels if you can, and Smartsheet will default to that. I recommend creating a label for multiple values. So for example, let's say that I am doing a drop down of like orders, say large, like let's say size, and I can say small and large. And then I'm going to say name. Just call it name. I can write a formula in here that can be combined. So perhaps if I say all and then lil, I can do something like this. Plus dash. So you notice I'm using quotes to add a little bit of text to the string every time, and then the rest of it will be dynamic. Now, I could make that a primary column. We leverage the primary column sometimes to be a summary of what's going on in the row, as it works very well as a label, and it oftentimes is the one value you'll see no matter how many different sheets you try to bring together in a report. I hope that was helpful, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to subscribe and comment in the section below.